and take off your palms. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful meditation. So, today for the wisdom sharing, we have messages from plant spirits. This is from the book Healing with the Fairies by Doreen Virtue. It's pretty funny because yesterday as well we spoke about connecting to plant kingdom, and today when I was thinking what would be the topic, just picking up a book and opening, it was the same thing, messages from the plant spirits. So let us go into the wisdom. So who is Doreen Virtue? Doreen Virtue holds 3 university degrees in counseling psychology. She was clairvoyant as a child and had many profound spiritual experiences as she was growing up. Doreen worked as a psychotherapist specializing in healing eating disorders until her life was saved by divine intervention on 15th July 1995 during an armed carjacking. After this experience, Doreen focused solely upon researching and teaching about divine intervention. Doreen is the author of over 50 books and 25 oracle card decks on the topics of angels, fairies, healthful living, vegan eating, and spirituality, published in 38 languages globally. Doreen traveled worldwide giving workshops for the past 25 years. She had appeared on television, radio worldwide, and this is from her book, Healing with the Fairies. On one sunny weekday morning, I walked along the path connecting the headlands with Salt Creek Beach Park. One friendly bush with a loving grin made by its branches and leaves attracted my attention. As I stood looking at the bush and its inhabitation, bush person, I heard it say, "We, bush and tree people, are the living, breathing spirit of the plant's essence." Wow, I thought. That was really a clear communication. I sat next to the bush with pen and paper in hand and asked the bush person to dictate its message to me. We emanate what flourishes. The branches and roots are akin to your elemental body, contained but flowing, an outgrowth of the physical sun's energy. Our essence, or spirit, or soul, as you call it, is an outgrowth of the divine sun. One is the material sun, and one is the spiritual sun. Our physical incarnations are the meeting of spirit and matter. As I listened and wrote, I noticed fairies dancing through the bush's small white flowers. "You see how I have fairies dancing through my branches?" the bush person continued. "They are gathering information to draw from, and they are assessing me like tiny physicians. Fairies bring balance to physical bodies of all forms. They adjust and calibrate the aura, which is the energy in between spirit and matter. So you might say that the elemental kingdom works on the bridge between spirit and matter. The fairies are part of the bridge. In a sense, they are the bridge. I could feel immense gratitude from the bush as well as the neighboring bush people and fairies. It occurred to me to mentally ask the bush person, "What would you like people to know about you and the other bush and tree people?" The lives of our physical bodies, what you know as trees, bushes, and plants, are very precarious, depending so much upon you humans. We are interdependent upon one another. You depending upon us for shelter, oxygen, sustenance, and such, and we depending upon you to nurture us in return. We are each other's caretakers. Like you, our spiritual essence is immortal. It is impossible to kill the spirit of a tree, of any life form for that matter. But you can wound the heart of a tree by not giving us tree or bush people our just accord. Feed us not just with your plant fertilizers, but also with your friendship. We are akin to your animal friends, and we need companionship and emotional nurturing as much as they do. We seek to bond with the human race, and all who hear this call, we invite you to come meet with us. How do you do this? You may wonder. Simply attune your mind by deciding that you would like to contact us. You don't need to be physically present with us, since we can feel your energy and deeply affected by it. Yet, for your benefit, and because we would like to form friendship with you, we invite you to sit, lie down, or simply be next to us. Sit on us if you would like. Then throw any thought or question at us that suits your fancy. This is a magical time in your human history. The energy mass has reached its peak and is now resting toward the other side of the bell curve, toward more spiritual inclinations. In other words, the focus on materiality is nearly over, which is just in the nick of time, as many resources are nearly exhausted. You all have reached your peak capacity as consumers, and you are now all sliding back down the scale towards a new evolution of consciousness, one that will mass appeal. Together, we can help to anchor in this new dawning light. Hold in your heart and mind the intention of spiritually adopting one of us in the elemental plant life kingdom. Each person and their match in the plant kingdom, like soulmates, will find one another and forge a deep and lasting friendship based on mutual caretaking. We have much to learn from one another. First, we will help to magnify the human heart's capacity for caring. We can do this without causing hurt, for we work to multiply the prisms of love, deep love. You will see many images of rainbows in the coming weeks, months, and years as messages that we appreciate being heard, being loved, and being tended to. This is from the book Healing with the Fairies by Doreen Virtue. What a wonderful confirmation again that the plant kingdom is so alive, is so alive that when we are ready to listen, when we are ready to connect, we can experience beautiful and wonderful things. So you see, they invite all of us to connect. Indeed, you can try this out. It is so very simple. It is not complicated. It is just our logical thinking that stops us from getting in contact with the plant kingdom, with the elemental kingdom. So choose a plant, choose a tree that is near you. As you walk by, you start spending time with it. You can converse with it. You can do that even when you are not physically present. And then you will see how they communicate, how they help, how they guide, how they, become part of giving you answers. Many such experiences I had as well, had. We have one of the trees here very close to the place where we stay. We kind of feel that, one day we were walking, we felt it's calling. So we went there, we gathered around. And since then, whenever we pass by that road, we do stand there, we hug, we touch, we look at it, we appreciate. We kind of converse as if we are conversing with a person of our family. And during COVID time, when I was once, a bit down, and I was resting, and for some reason, this plant, this tree had come to my thoughts, and I instantly felt drawn to it, connected to it. I am at home, and the plant a bit away, but still I could see how this love was being passed from the tree. And to my surprise, after a few hours, I was back to normal. So it is all about how open we are, how much we are ready, and then instantly everything changes. Like every life has the same capacity and the capability to communicate, to connect. So I'm sure many of you have had similar experiences connecting to plant kingdom. So it is a beautiful message again. For some reason, 2 consecutive days, similar messages coming through. So whoever are here, if you have experienced something like that, feel free to share. If anyone would like to try it out, please do. Experiment with it. Be open. It's just like an extended family. It is just immovable at one place, but it is of much full lifer than we ever have understood. So thank you. Yes, Seljagar.
Good morning, Ram. Good morning, everyone. Beautiful message, Ram. When you're told like the plants or the trees call us, like come and spend time like that, that's something new I felt. Because I felt like relating it to like mother pampering a child, or a friend like inviting like casually, okay, come, let's spend some time. It was like that, as if more or less. And one coincidence, actually I thought of sharing yesterday, but I couldn't. But again today, the same, like you came up with the same topic, so I thought like I should share it. On Sunday we had some get together, and in that the organizers were telling like they wanted to start with a project where like all the members who went there, like voluntarily, if they want, they can grow few saplings at home, like 5 6 or whatever, how much ever we want. And then once they are grown, they would be fund whatever funds they raise from those plants, they are donating it to the farmers, to educate farmers. So I don't know, again, like today's message and all, right, I felt it was so much of like coincidence, and again reminding me, okay, I have to be involved in the project. Thank you so much, Ram. Today's message was very beautiful, very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Saraja, for sharing. You see how they communicate, how messages come. This is another clear example. Thank you.
Namaste, Ramji, and namaste to all others.
Sinanaji.
Yes, we have very beautiful garden in our apartment. It's a big locality with 300 odd flats. So we have lot of garden area. So since I have moved to Bangalore, I have been doing this what you talked about yesterday and today. There are few coconut trees as well as one neem tree and one more tree, what they call, I don't know, will have very beautiful flowers with very good aroma there. So I just keep going there and sit and talk to them. I feel, whenever I go and sit below that one of the tree where it blooms, a lot of flowers are there. And this is a season where all the leaves are falling. So today when I went, I sat, I just saw if there are any flowers, because I like them, I bring them home. So I saw none of the flowers were there on the ground. So I just sat there for 5 minutes. Within 2 minutes or so, 7 flowers I got. So I thought, it is really true that once I didn't ask, I just searched and I sat there. But it has given me lot of feeling when I hug this, especially neem tree and coconut trees. Every day I go early in the morning, do walk on the grass, hug them, and I come back. Thank you so much. It relieves any stress you have, any kind of stress. So I back whatever you have read today. Thank you so much.
Very beautiful energy. You see, even if we do not ask, they they know they know everything. They get to see everything. So very beautiful you're sharing as well. Yes, that's how we have to be. And as you said as well, how much it is stress relieving. It is very true. And in one of the researches, it is even said that kids who have issues, and when they are taken by the parents into the woods, into the forest, into the spaces where there are so many trees, in a span of very short time, they have seen great improvement in the kids. Whatever issue they have, they see that it's fastly healing and greatly improving. So they are great healers. They are healing spaces.
Sorry for interruption, Ramji.
Please.
Actually, I would like to say that I have changed immensely after I have had an pet in my house. Her name is Dora. Maybe I have become, before we would only talk, how to be compassionate, how to love unconditionally, all these things, okay? But I think animals and all this, after her, I have started with the birds and trees. So hats off. All should have a pet, I feel. Thank you.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Nanaji, for sharing. Yes, we have to connect to all forms. Very true. Also, animal kingdom. It is there to help us. We see all these life forms because we humans understand less. We see them as lower life forms. However, in consciousness, in the way they can help humanity, they have to be called as higher life forms. Higher life forms in terms of consciousness. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that as well. Thanks everyone for writing in the chat. Yes, Ranjani ji. I remember that walk in the forest near Racket Center that we had been few years ago. And all the forests here in Germany, the nature that is therein, we are just few feet away in connecting to the plant kingdom. Very true. Thanks everyone. Okay, Masters, thanks for being here and sharing your energy and wisdom. I wish you all a wonderful day, wonderful evening, depending on from where you are joining. We connect back soon. Namaste.